And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody to tonight's Isagenix presentation. This is the Cepeda Monday night Zoom presentation. Tonight we'll be doing both the product and the business opportunity. I am your host, Chuck Williams, and it's an absolute privilege to represent the Cepeda team. As we get started tonight, I may have a few difficulties with my slide presentation. It's the first time I've used this, and I insert a few new slides that are a little different to me, but I want to start with this disclaimer because we at Isagenix do things the right way. We have an integrous company. We are built to last, and therefore, we want to make sure we do everything compliantly so we don't have any problems. So on this slide, you can take a screenshot if you'd like. You can read it, but basically it's telling you two things here. There's a product disclaimer. You're going to see some incredible stories. They're real stories, but they don't necessarily represent everybody. Everybody's different, and it does take work. Same way with the income stories. As we share the income opportunity with you, I'm going to be basically talking about the facts of the compensation plan. I may share a couple stories of successful people in this business. Those successful people do not necessarily represent everybody. Everybody has their own business. The compensation is the same for everybody, but based on the people you know, there's a lot of variables that determine success. So for all the details, go to isagenixearnings.com. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is kind of set the stage for our presentation. It's just market trends. And you're going to see that the weight loss market is just a huge industry out there. In fact, I was walking through the Walmart the other night with my wife, Diane, and noticed there's a lot of people who could use our products. I've estimated about 70% of people walking in and out of Walmart the other day were obese, and a lot of people could use it. But then there's also the fitness market. This lady on the cover of this magazine is actually an Isagenix customer and has had great results, as you can see from the product. But there's a whole industry out there for the fitness industry, and we have phenomenal products for fitness and health. The healthy aging. At 57 years old, I know I don't look it, but at 57 years old, that is my favorite part right here is the healthy aging. It's a huge market. People are willing to spend big dollars to look good and age healthy. I know at 57 years old, I absolutely love chasing my grandkids around the house, wrestling with them, playing with them, and being able to do things that I was able to do in my 20s and 30s. I like doing that now. So healthy aging is very important to me and a whole generation of baby boomers. It's a great industry to be involved in. So what challenges do we face, especially here in America, but really globally? Obesity epidemic, toxicity in our food, air, what we put on our skin, bankrupt food, literally. Farmer John's a good friend of mine. He's taught us a lot about what's going on in the farming industry and the food industry. Premature aging, stress, and stress both physically and financial. We have all kinds of problems with what we drink, the air we breathe, what we eat, and what we put on. These are major issues in our life today. But we're not here to talk about those problems. I just want to briefly mention those to you. Let's have some good news now. Let's talk about the Isagenix solutions to those problems. We literally have 5 different categories of solutions. Number 1 is the weight wellness. Literally, we have people losing weight, gaining weight. In fact, I was in a networking event the other day, and I said, with my company, we help people lose weight and gain weight. And half the people in the room looked at me like, what do you mean gain weight? Who'd want to gain weight? There's a lot of athletes, a lot of people that want to gain lean muscle. Make yourself strong to where you can do a lot of different things. Just live a healthy life. The performance category, the vitality and well-being, personal care and beauty, and the financial wellness. 5 different categories. We'll touch on most of these tonight. Personally, my wife and I, we participate in all 5 of these categories. Why not? Next, we have solutions backed by science. This is not just some company that put a few things together and hope they work and put junk out on the marketplace. This is quality products. We have over 50 full-time scientists, some of the best in their field in different categories. If you go to any of our major events, they have science talks, and you get to meet these people and go up and basically interview them one-on-one, get to know them, ask questions. Absolutely phenomenal the amount of science that goes behind these products. We also have what's called a no-compromise quality. Now, this is every area. This is not just the finished product. It's what comes in, the raw material. It's during the process, and it's what's shipped out to the consumer. What you see on that label is what you're going to be getting in your product. Absolutely no compromise on these products. Backed by science and research. The research behind our products is amazing. One of the first studies that was done was a clinical research on a weight loss system. Look at these results compared to the heart healthy diet. 56% more weight loss, 47% more fat loss, and twice as much visceral fat loss. Those results absolutely astounded the scientist, Dr. Paul Sario, who did those research as a third-party independent scientist. He now works for Isagenix. He was so blown away by these statistics and also statistics on our performance products that he's actually come to work for Isagenix. Now, we're going to take just a few minutes here to talk to some real people. But first, I want to recognize Randy Peters in the top right there. He's the one that inspired me to get involved in my first Isabody Challenge. About a year and a half ago, I went to an event. And I saw him. I saw that exact picture that you're looking at, top right-hand corner. I saw that on stage. I saw him in person. And I saw he went from that skinny picture to the body-built one there at 60. I think he was 60 years old, 61 years old, I thought it was at the time I saw him. But he inspired me to do my first Isabody Challenge. The gentleman down there sleeping in the bottom corner, I hope he's not sleeping now because he's going to be my next guest, Steve Williamson. If you could share your personal experience with the Isagenix products, I'd love to hear from you, my friend. You got to unmute yourself.
How's it going, Chuck?
Awesome, buddy. You're a little bit in the dark, but I can see it. Go right ahead. Share your story.
Hey, everybody. That's me, the big fat guy laying there sleeping and the guy next to it. I started on Isagenix products probably about last August. I'm down 40 pounds. That's about right there, what you're seeing in the picture, a 40-pound difference. And more importantly than the weight loss is the fact that I have gotten stronger. At 56 years old, I'm increasing my strength at the same time I am lowering my body fat. And also I've been using a couple of the performance products, and they're just unbelievable. They let you work out past what your normal workout would be, which helps you put on that extra muscle. But I love the products, and more importantly it's just amazing how good proper nutrition makes you feel inside and out.
Thanks, Steve. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the benefits of this business is the friends you make in the process. Steve and I became friends at the gym. We ended up going to the same church. We didn't even know it when we met in the gym. We became very close friends, and now as he's working the business, we get to work together, and he's becoming one of my better friends. So it's really cool that if you're looking to make friends, this is a great way to do it. Another friend, a longtime friend up in Chicago, Pam Benjamin, is on the line with us tonight. Pam's down the bottom right-hand corner. Pam, I'll let you tell your story, Miss Fluffy.
Yes, there was a time when I thought I was going to be fluffy until the end of my days. Obviously, I am a grandma, and I had reached the point in life where I suddenly, no matter what I did, I had gained 20 pounds that I couldn't get rid of. And like I said, I was ready to be fluffy because I had tried everything and given up hope. Along comes Isagenix, and I try a program. And very quickly, those 20 pounds melted away. I'm no longer fluffy. And you're probably aware up here in the Chicago area that we've gotten a pretty rough winter this year. It's either down in the negative digits or we're getting lots of snow. So lo and behold, my snowblower has decided to quit. So I'm out there a few days ago shoveling snow out of my driveway. And ordinarily that would put me in bed for a couple of days. Well, lo and behold, we have this wonderful product called Amped Recover. I have Recover Love because this product is phenomenal. I took a certain portion of this Recover after I had done shoveling, and the next day I didn't have an ache or a pain. And that's saying a lot for somebody my age. But anyway, I love the products, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Pam, we appreciate you, and we're very proud of your success, both in the business and also with your personal experience with the product. The other couple pictures here, we've got a couple of the 100-pound club members on the Cepeda team. Very good friends with Miss Josie Cepeda there, and also Mark Nixon. Great couples. I got to see their pictures on the Wall of Fame at the Isagenix corporate office, thanks to a tour that Kwang Su Shin brought a bunch of us on a VIP tour. But one of our next 100-pound members is going to be Cyndy Bartlett's husband, Sam. But tonight I want Cyndy to go and share. She's up in the top left-hand corner. Cyndy, this has really changed your family's life. You want to share a bit about your story with us?
Sure. And I apologize. My dog just started barking like crazy. Yeah, I was introduced to Isagenix back in April of last year, and immediately saw changes in my health, my energy, the quality of life. I had been battling an autoimmune disorder for some time, and even after making some dietary changes, I saw minimal improvement until I implemented Isagenix. And once my husband, who was the biggest skeptic and was like heels locked in, not open to trying Isagenix, we were a family that had like grown together in size. And our son, who had graduated from high school a couple years ago, he was getting out in the workforce, going to college, and was really wanting to take charge of his health. And we as a family decided, you know what, this is an answer that we have been praying for, and we've been blessed with being introduced to it. So we let our son kind of do his thing. He did 1 shake a day. I was doing 1 shake a day, saw amazing results, had a chat with a friend, actually Chuck's wife, and she said, oh my gosh, if you're doing 1 shake a day and seeing these results, try 2 shakes and see what happens. And that really upped my game. And I was using every product, the cleanse, the ionics. Once my husband saw the change in my energy, he was like, I'm going to give this a try. And he's actually surpassed me in weight loss. Collectively, as a family, we have lost over 200 pounds. And my husband is 12 pounds away from the 100-pound club. And I was, to say the least, very upset that he was going to reach it before me, because I actually was the one that introduced him to it and had to coerce him into, hey, there's a business side of this that really interested him. And then he just takes off and beats me. But that's fine. He's going to have his time, and I'm going to have my time. And we are happy with the changes that we see in ourselves individually, but most of all, we've grown as a family. And tonight, my son came in from work, and just a funny story, but one of the girls that I met on one of the Facebook groups with Isagenix, she lives in Canada, and apparently cookies and cream is a permanent flavor up there. And she had a couple canisters that she was wanting to sell, so I bought them. And the first thing my son came in and said when my husband asked him, "Did you have a shake today?" He goes, "Oh my gosh." So that was that's just a little snippet in how Isagenix has impacted our life as a family and as individuals. And we're the Isa family, and my daughter even like tagged us as being Isa happy. So we accepted that, and thank you, Chuck, for inviting me to share.
We really appreciate your whole family story. And I know you've had great success on the product, but you're about to have some great success in the business side of things too. We're going to talk about that just in a minute here. This is yours truly, Chuck Williams. I actually lost a little bit of that fat before I got involved in Isagenix, but the final 23 pounds were a direct result of using the Isagenix weight management system. No exercise. I was actually the prototype of no exercise, but was able to lose the fat, got down to a healthy, thinner weight. But then I saw that Randy at the event, and I wanted to gain the muscle. So I started working out. So the inches I lost, I went from a 38 to a 34 waist. I put those 4 inches on my biceps, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and haven't looked back. Absolutely love the Isagenix performance products. And so people will ask you, what is Isagenix? And basically, a great answer to that is, well, you know how weight loss options are often unsustainable and unhealthy? Well, at Isagenix, we have weight loss products that are not only high quality, but also work and work well. They fit your lifestyle, and they help you experience results that you can't get anywhere else. We've actually trademarked that line right there. We ultimately can help you become the person you want to be, and that's what we've done for Cyndy, Steve, and Pam, and so many others. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so much more than a weight loss company, but this first product here is the shake. It's the #1 selling product that the company has. It's an absolutely amazing product, and it's got all the minerals and vitamins you need. It's a full meal replacement. It's not just a protein shake. It is a full, healthy meal replacement. And after you eat it, you feel full. And the best thing is you actually like it. My wife and I, being at our ideal weights now, We basically don't need to do 2 shakes a day, but we want to because we enjoy the taste and it's just so easy and convenient. These shakes are amazing. But then when you compare it to what most Americans are eating, just take a look at this. I saw this slide the other day. I just, I got to add this to my presentation because it's so true. People are going out there in a fast food meal. They're getting negative nutrition. They're actually making themselves more acid. You got alkaline, you got acidity, and they're making themselves more acidic. So it's actually negative nutrition. Calories, that one meal right there is about 1,830 calories. That's about a whole day's allowance for most people, but that's one meal that most people eat. And then the cost, about $8.47 at your local fast food restaurant. Well, in comes Isagenix with our healthy shakes, and you've got maximum nutrition, calories at 240, unless you add a bunch of stuff like they did in some of those pictures. You might add a few calories there, but not many. And then your cost right at $3 per shake. Absolutely no comparison, ladies and gentlemen. Non-healthy versus healthy, the cost, every aspect of it, Isagenix wins hands down. Another couple great products are the E-Shots and the Ionics. Absolutely love these products. They're part of our healthy energy. The Ionics is one of our favorite products. Now, let's talk for a minute about telomeres. What are telomeres? Telomeres are found at the tips of our chromosomes, and they're one of the most important markers for determining lifespans. That's Dr. Bill Andrews. John Anderson, the guy who developed the Cleanse for Life and was really the founder of Isagenix, he says that the Isagenesis product that he developed is the #1 product he's ever developed as far as importance to mankind. He was quoted saying, greatest discovery of our time. That's from the man who developed over 2,000 products for over 600 companies before he founded Isagenix because he discovered Cleanse for Life. Isagenix is an amazing product. Dr. Gabriel Cousins was quoted as this telomere research was a breakthrough in a whole new era. And who has a product that addresses the telomeres? Well, you know it. It's Isagenix. It's called Isagenesis. It's a targeted blend of antioxidants, herbals, and adaptogens. It assists with healthier cell function and supports telomeres. Absolutely amazing product. Helps neutralize free radicals that can accelerate the aging process. When you talk about healthy aging, this is the #1 product in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, we have it at Isagenix. It's called Isagenesis. So with that, you've got phenomenal products. That's just 3 or 4 of our 100 products, ladies and gentlemen. It happens to be my 3 or 4 most favorite, but it's 3 or 4 of over 100 products that we have at Isagenix. But let's talk about a world-class partnership, and that is the company. This company, like I said at the very beginning of our slide with Kathy Coover's picture there and the disclaimers, it's built on integrity. Our vision is simple. It's to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. That's an amazing vision by our founders and our leaders. Well, what does the ideal business look like? Have you ever thought about that for a minute? Well, you'd have time flexibility, right? You'd have work from anywhere, whether it be the beach, your home office, wherever you want. Training and support would have to be available. How about a positive culture like Steve and I, Cyndy and Sam, Pam? We've all become friends through this business. A great culture of people helping people, positive people. Impact and contribution, we've got it. No caps on earning potential, absolutely here with Isagenix. So let's talk for a minute the keys to success. The Cepedas were the first ones to really make me aware of this, but it's basically the 5 categories you look for when evaluating a business. #1, you want a strong company. You want a company that's financially secure. You want a company that's got a strong management team. Very, very important when you're looking at a company. Secondly, the product line. You need products that everyone needs and everybody's got to have. Well, that's what you have with Isagenix. Not something where you have to go out and create the need and sell it. You simply use it. People see your results and you share it. That's all we do at Isagenix. #3, a solid compensation plan. Something for the new person, something for the person while they're building, and something for the person who has built a large organization. Isagenix covers it from A to Z. The best compensation plan I've seen in my 20+ years in this industry. A little bit about myself here, about my personal part about the business side. I have personally been the #1 incomer with 4 different small companies throughout my career in network marketing. It wasn't until I found Isagenix that I found my home for life. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, earning 6-figure income is great, but earning it with Isagenix It's here to last. This is a legacy company. That's what's so exciting about Isagenix. Number 4 here is training and support. We have the best of both worlds. We have the Cepeda team, which is second to none, and then we have the Isagenix company, which is second to none in the industry. So we have the best of the best for training and support. And then timing and positioning. We are at the best time of Isagenix. Next month, March 2019, will be the 17th year Isagenix has been in business. So we're still at the later age of 16 years old. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're one of the up-and-coming superstars in this industry. Just under $1 billion a year in sales. We've done right at $7 billion total. It's absolutely amazing the timing and position because we haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg when it comes to global expansion, Asia in particular. So why Isagenix? Well, we've already had nearly 300 people earn $1 million or more. It's been growing for the entire 16, almost 17 years we've been in business. Millions of lives have been impacted with millions more to be impacted. It's privately held, responsibly run, and there's no operational debt. When they go to open up a new country, they do it absolutely right, first class all the way. So what is your opportunity with all the things we've talked about so far? Took these slides from a presentation that Hillary Courtney did. She's an Isagenix Millionaire. She was right here from Missouri, but then she went across the border in Nebraska recently to have her dream home. And she asked these 3 key questions that I want to ask you right now. And I want to take just a few minutes for you to think about your answer. If you could eliminate one nagging bill from your monthly budget, what would it be? Why that bill? What stress does it cause you? And how would you feel if you didn't have to worry about it any longer? Think about that for just a minute as we go to our next slide, which is the second question. If you could get up tomorrow and have time and financial flexibility, what would your ideal day look like? Who would you spend time with? What dream or goal have you always wanted to accomplish that has been put on the back burner? Why is that goal or dream important to you? How long has it been since you've actually dreamt? Can you imagine having your ideal life? Well, here at Isagenix, there are lots of people that have it, and it's there for you too. We provide a solution. This is her final slide that I took. I just absolutely love this. If I could show you a way to eliminate that $1 bill you mentioned, and if I could show you a way to live your ideal day every day and would not interfere with what you're currently doing, would you be open to learning more? And obviously you just said yes. So let's show you how you can earn a significant income potentially with Isagenix. Basically, we're going to teach you how to eat for free. It starts with triangles, and it all starts with you becoming a consultant. Everybody comes into Isagenix as a customer, and that's very important because it keeps the company 100% legal, especially here in the United States. We don't, not one of those things where you have to buy a big pack or recruit people to make money. Everybody comes in as a customer. Most people stay a customer. If you want to make money, you want to become, let me see who is unmuted here. All right, if you can mute yourself, that'd be great. Someone came on a phone line. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is become a consultant. What does that mean? It just means you have 2 customers. You can put one on your right team and one on your left team. If you're brand new, don't worry, we'll help you with that. It's just one right, one left, 2 customers, and you will be what we call a consultant. That's when you're now part of the compensation plan. The next thing I want to make sure you understand, let me take just a minute here. All right, so team bonus. If you only remember one thing about the compensation plan, this is the one thing you want to remember because this is the long-term residual income for you and your family. This is what actually creates long-term freedom for you and your family because this goes on and on and on. It's not a one-time thing, a sale and done. No, this is residual income. It's a cycle. When somebody asks me what I do, I love to say I'm a professional cycler. And you can become that by simply building 2 teams. As your right team and left team create volume as people buy any of the 100 products that Isagenix affords you to buy and use, you start to create this volume. And there's some great benefits I'll show you in a minute, but just look at the numbers. It's 300 business volume on one side and 600 business volume on the other. That's going to earn you a $54 cycle bonus. If you do the math, that's 900 total BV, 900 business volume, $54. So basically you're making 6% on that volume that you help create in those 2 teams. It does have to be balanced between the 2 teams, but that's great. If you get one team that's out of balance and just grows like crazy and big, then you can focus on just building the other team. And as you're building just the one team, now all the volume you create on that other team It's 18% instead of 6%. It's a great advantage, and that's what the CPAs teach us to do, is to build that way. These two teams create what we call the power of two. In other businesses I've been in, I had to recruit a whole bunch of people front line to rank advance and to make money. In Isagenix, there's only two teams. So everybody you personally enroll after your first two falls under one of your first two. And so as you're bringing more and more people into the program, you're helping all the people you got in the program before them that are on that side of the business. You're only building two teams. That is so important. You're going to earn cycles on your entire volume from these two teams. You're paid on their initial order. You're paid on their reorders, their lifestyle rewards orders. All that volume counts. It calculates daily. You can always see how you're doing anytime, day or night, and it pays weekly. Now, another important thing is every time you cycle, it doesn't zero out or average down. Whatever's left over on your two teams stays. It's holdover volume. And so you can easily hit the next cycle. Now, I want to take just a few minutes here and we'll roll through this compensation plan the rest of the way, but this is so important. As you start to cycle more and more, you can cycle up to 250 times a week in our compensation plan. When that happens, that's $13,500 a week. Add up times 52 weeks, that's $700,000 a year. There's ways to make a lot more money, but we'll just stay there for now. But look at this page and see, okay, how many times a week do I need to cycle to get my products paid for free? Because that's the first thing we want to help you do. Get free food with Isagenix. For most people, you're looking at 1, maybe 2 cycles and your food is free. That's exciting. Take it up another 1 or 2 cycles a week. Now you're getting your cell phone, other bills paid for. We talked about that $1 billion you want to get rid of. Where does that fall in here? How many cycles a week do you need to be making to pay that $1 billion you want to get rid of? How about a house payment? How about financial freedom? Where on this chart is financial freedom for you? Again, this chart is I love this. Take a screenshot if you're watching on your PC or if you can, because look at the far right-hand side. That's how much money you'd have to have in the bank drawing an interest rate of 3% to earn that amount of annual income and interest. At Isagenix, we teach how to build 2 teams and create a phenomenal residual income. Now, it all starts with this one simple teaching point right here. It's you share, they share. If you're the only one sharing, it's a job. And even though they're going to repeat order and stuff, you're only going to get so big. But if you can leverage other people's efforts, now you can create wealth for you and your family. So we help everyone understand the importance of becoming a manager, preferably a crystal manager. A crystal manager means you hit this level within your first 60 days as an associate. It's simply you share with 2 customers and those 2 customers get 2 customers. That's it. When you do that, you become what's called a manager. Now, both of those could be on the right, both on the left, or like this example, 1 right, 1 left. It doesn't matter. Just 2 people you personally enrolled. They become what's called an associate in their back office. It's free to do that. And then they help get 2 customers each. You just became a manager. If you do that within your first 60 days, if you become an associate, you just made a $250 bonus for doing it, called a crystal manager. Every time you help one of your people become a consultant, which is like you getting 2 people, you get a $100 bonus. It's called a consultant development bonus. You get 20 of those. Your first 20, there's $2,000 just waiting for you to help 20 people become consultants. Isagenix is the most generous company I've ever worked with. In this little model right here, if you brought a couple people in with one of our most valuable packs, it's called a value pack, you make about $400 for doing that if you did the same week. By becoming a consultant, you make $50. By becoming a crystal manager, you make $250. By helping 2 consultants, another $200. And you don't have to remember any of this. All you have to remember is you share, they share. Go do it, and the company will pay you. They pay like clockwork every week without fail, and they have every single week since they've been in business. Not every company out there can say that. The next thing you want to do is focus on becoming an executive. We're not going to spend hardly any time on this, but you do want to get with the person who invites you, and you want to know the long-term game plan. It's to become an executive. Why? Because there's some incredible benefits to becoming an executive. Number 1, it's a 10% team match. So when you become an executive, everybody you personally enroll, whether they're on your right team or left team, as they earn those cycle bonuses we talked about earlier, you get a 10% match on every single one of those that you personally enrolled. That's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Every week, the rest of your career, that you stay active, qualified as an executive, you get a 10% match on all the people you personally enrolled on their cycle bonuses every single week, up to the max of $13,500 a week. And then you get to participate in the executive leadership pools. I know Diane and I, our first leadership bonus was $3,900, ladies and gentlemen. Now, again, it varies for different people depending on the amount of growth you had that particular month and so forth. But in our case, it was $3,900 with our first executive leadership bonus pool check. Those bonus pools are awesome, absolutely awesome. And then you're also eligible for the top achievers promotions. Rank advancements. We're not going to spend hardly any time on this, but I just want you to know there's all kinds of ways of making money here. I mentioned earlier when you become a consultant, $50, crystal manager, $250. Well, guess what? The first time you cycle 5 times in 1 week, as long as you were consulting the week before, the company pays you an extra $250 bonus. And there's all kinds of bonuses like that. First 2 times you hit 5 cycles. The first 2 times you hit 10 cycles. The first 2 times you hit 20 cycles. The first 2 times you hit 40 cycles. The company just throws these bonuses at you, and they're not small either. This company wants you to succeed. So as I close today, we all have choices to make. You are where you are right now in your life because of the choices you've made or the choices you've allowed others to make for you. I simply ask you, if not this, then what? And if not now, then when? Isagenix has been a very, very important part of my life. It has changed my life over the last couple of years. I absolutely have not regretted the decision to join Isagenix one single day the whole time I've been involved. It is an incredible company with incredible people, and we're here to help you succeed too. So with that, I want to conclude our regular presentation, and I want to thank all of our guests, and thank you for being here tonight. God bless you.